this is totally new to us. So even though we kind of don't really edit episodes, this is going to be the raw Figurawrs podcast experience. So if you guys have anything you want to ask us while we're recording, post a comment down there, and we will read it out loud and answer it on the show. So, yeah, what have you guys been up to lately?
Setting up the stream.
Yeah, that's been
melting.
Interesting. Yep. Yeah, Twill is in warm weather. I don't even understand what that is right now because it's like 35.
It's almost like fire. I mean,
yeah,
almost.
Really?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yep.
I hope it's gone out by now. I should probably have checked that in the last many hours.
Cool. All right, Twill, tell me what you've been up to this past week.
Well, really, not that much. It's been really, really hot in Melbourne. So usually this time of year, it's I don't know these in Fahrenheit, but it's warm but not extremely hot. Mm-hmm. And we've had a heat wave the last week, and it's been dead heat, Ew. Right? Like just fuck this. And there was a fire really close to my house.
Yeah, you tweeted about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except now it is considered under control, which is a good sign. It means probably not in danger. And it, last night, we went from 40 degrees-ish to 25 degrees in the space of about 2 hours, which is, a big drop, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit to probably around 80 Fahrenheit.
Probably something like that.
Yeah. So that's wow, that's crazy. I can't even imagine right now. So
yeah, these sort of changes are pretty par for the course in Melbourne. I'm used to this dumb shit. Apart from that, I've played a little bit of Style Savvy because I bought that yesterday while I was out because it was dirt cheap.
Oh, wow.
It's really fun.
So cute.
Oh my god. It shouldn't be as fun as it is. Apart from that, I haven't actually played much video games. I've been really boring last week.
I don't know. Trying to think of what I've been up to. I've actually done a few cool things lately. So I got the Dark Souls Design Works art book that Udon put out. Yeah,
nice.
Pretty cool. I pre-ordered that over the summer, and then it got delivered to me. I didn't even know I was getting this because the shipping notification, somehow I didn't see it. So it just all of a sudden was in the mail, and I was like, yes! Nice. So I read that in the space of 20 minutes, and now it's just sitting on the shelf. But it was totally worth it. So what else did I do? Oh, I paid off a figure today. I'm getting that Sonico that Arcadia is putting out.
Oh, cool.
It's the
we
Sweets and
talked
Bikini
about
one. Yeah. So I'm hoping that gets in the mail pretty quick. I don't know. Video games.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't really been doing video games lately. School just started, so that's been crazy.
I played a card game, Weiss Schwartz. It's the anime one.
Yeah.
Where the decks are different anime series.
Yep.
I did really bad.
Oh, God.
But I was playing the Madoka deck, which is super duper cute, but I was playing against a Sword Art Online trial deck, which is really good. So
really?
Maybe once I make my own deck, it'll be better.
What is that game closest to if you had to compare it? Is it like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, an amalgamation of all three?
It's like Magic, but backwards a bit. So it's really weird because you level up in the game, but if you level up too much, you lose. And that's how you lose.
What?
Yeah. But if you level up,
confusing.
you can use higher level cards. And it's really confusing.
That's crazy.
So I'll need to
Sounds
play
like
it
a
a few
strange
more times.
mechanic. Yeah.
I've seen those around, and I wanted to kind of try it, but there's nobody around here to play with, so maybe you can show me at PAX or something.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be fun.
Cool. All right. So we have, let's see here, 10 things to talk about at least today. Man, just still kind of getting in the swing of things, I feel like. I don't feel like we've quite hit our stride yet, but we will. So let's see, what's first? Oh, the Snow Miku Nendoroid. So this was, let's see here. This is the one that has the sort of snow wizard type thing going on. Kind of looks like a mage from Final Fantasy of some kind. So I like this one a lot. I think, Twill, you're a fan too, right? I'm
a huge fan of big wizard hats and magic stuff in general. Yeah, she's just like, it's a Miku that makes me want to buy a Miku. So
I know, I was so close. I really was. But
it hasn't gone out for order yet.
No, not yet. This is the design that won the Snow Miku Magical Girl design contest. And we actually did a podcast episode before the winner was announced, but it kind of got lost, and it was too good to share. That is definitely what happened. Nothing else.
That's not the first time that's happened. So let's see. Projected release date of July, hopefully.
Right. It'll be sold at Wonder Festival, of course. Good Smile Company did a big update with all of their Wonder Festival exclusive items. And they also put up the new Wonderful Hobby Life for You website, which has all the Wonder Festival information.
Nice. Yeah. So, right around 4,000 yen for this one. I remember that the pet that came with was like its whole separate contest too.
Yeah,
I don't think the one that I wanted won.
Well,
didn't you?
I was so invested in Snow Pony. It was just so cute, and I really wanted Snow Pony. And then Snow Pony didn't happen, and the whole thing was ruined.
Snow Rabbit. Yeah.
Well, Snow Rabbit is also cute, but the previous Snow Miku had little rabbit food things.
Yeah, I remember that actually. Yep. All my regret. I think that out of the things this comes with, I like the little books. I like the concentration face one. Have you guys seen that one?
The chibi face, I guess they're calling it.
Yep.
I should be meaning. Yeah, that's
no, she's
really
like super intense. Yes. Yeah. I love it.
It's really cute. That makes me sad because I would be so adorable on a Patchouli Nendo.
Yeah.
And now
like
I'm
that's
gonna break
the
Till's
biggest. Yeah, I've always bridesmaid, never bride. It's okay, Patchy. I still love
ruined.
You.
Actually, I wasn't a huge fan of this design. I remember you guys really liked it. Both of you were like, yeah, this is the one that should win. But I like other ones with more floofy designs. And Snow Pony. But after seeing the accessories for this Nendo, I think they did a really, really good job. Just
oh my gosh, that book.
The book and the snow magical base, and then the mini books and the little rabbit actually look super, super adorable.
Yeah.
So
and the wand! Oh my goodness, a little swishy for the wand. I love it.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want all of the accessories in purple so I can make a Patchouli Nendo.
Yeah.
So, quick question. Have they always done a vote like this in the past, or is this the first time they've done it?
Last couple of years?
Last couple of years. Last year is the one that I wanted to win, so I got that going for me.
Yeah, the one from last year is really
unique.
very
very
unique.
unique.
Yeah, I know, like, some people didn't think this looked Miku-y enough, which I suppose, like, you know, looking at some of these other designs, there's one that's, like, in proper Miku colors, and one that's got proper Miku hair, and this one's, like, taking its liberties. But I don't know, I like that, because I don't like Miku very much.
Right, yeah.
It's a good change of pace, it really
is.
I think you can only see so many items that are classic Miku, because there's so much more you can do with her, and that's sort of the charm of Miku.
Right. Yep. Agreed. And similarly, they're also doing a Snow Miku Figma that's going to be released alongside it looks like. So this will also make an appearance at Wonder Festival as well, but will again be released in July. So
right, for those who are ordering online, it'll be a later release date.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Figmas. I'm not always a posable figure kind of guy because I don't like how blatant a lot of the joints can be. But I mean, looking at the legs in some of these promotional images for the Snow Miku Figma, I'm kind of okay with it. I don't know. They hide them pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. I think Figma Miku 2.0 and this one look really good and hide the joints very, very well.
Right. It looks like she comes with a snowman.
Oh, that's so cute. It reminds me of Frozen, which I've seen at least a few times.
Wow. I just went to the movies the other day and saw that, and there were good parts of it. I have my gripes about it. I'm not gonna say
we won't. Yeah, we won't go into that there. We could.
Yeah,
but it'd take up the whole podcast.
I know, really. You know how I get when I talk about movies, but yeah, no, it definitely reminds me of that too. So, yeah.
I think her little blushing face is just the cutest. I'm still not very interested in her just because I don't have a use for Miku.
Yeah.
More or less. I mean, I have my idols. What more do I need?
My problem with this is that it's Miku, and it's very standard.
Miku. It's very classic Miku.
It's very boring.
Well, I mean, we've seen in the past that certain intellectual properties will just get hoarded out to death, and then even some more after that. You know what I mean? So I still feel like there is an audience for this character, and I'm not knocking it whatsoever. If you like Miku, great. I'm glad they're still making stuff for you. But I think some point in the next year or two, we'll see this kind of wane a lot more. So
I don't know. I think
that's my
Miku
guess.
I still think we'll get.
Yeah. She's gonna.
In some form. I think she needs an overhaul in some kind. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Like she's looked more or less the same.
I think the main thing that's throwing us off here is that it's the very first Snow Miku, which is just Miku with a different color palette.
Yeah, I agree.
So if it was a different Snow Miku, I think we would all be happier, but then again, they kind of have to do this.
True.
I guess.
To be honest, I don't want there to be more Snow Mikus in the future, just because Figmas kind of get the bad end. Like, you have a Figma and a Nendo of the same character, the Figma is gonna have so much less that's like, why bother?
Yeah.
Which is pretty sad.
Especially if you're not doing anything with your Figmas, if they're just sitting there, they're a bit boring. At least with Nendos, they can look cute or something.
It's true.
I have several Figmas just lying on my desk because I can't be bothered posting them. And stands are a pain to use.
I do the same thing, and I don't want to actually photograph the Nendos because I find them personally a bit annoying, and I don't plan to buy any ever again.
Yeah, I'm pretty much not buying any of either myself. It's just, sorry, good smile, I'm done.
At some point, you just have to decide when
you definitely
say enough is enough.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not saying I wouldn't buy 4 or 5 patchouli Figmas or Nendos, but in general, I'm not going to go around and buy Sabers or Homeras or anything else I can see on my desk.
Right.
Actually, the 3 other Figmas I can see on my desk, I would buy.
I will buy every Idolmaster Cinderella Girls Figma, and one was just teased real quick.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Figma
I'm
Ranko
happy
was teased, and she is the current Cinderella Girls, the Cinderella girl, who is the most popular character. And I absolutely love her. She's amazing. I also love Gothic Lolitas, so I think I'm actually gonna buy 2. I don't buy two of anything, but I'm gonna buy 2 of her. Because I'm
one
so
for the box and one for the shelf.
goddamn excited.
I'm really happy she's not a Wonder Festival exclusive.
Yeah. Oh my god, what if they start doing them but standard? That will be... I will cry.
I'll be happy,
cry now. I almost cried when I saw the teaser.
Have they released
really
any of
excited.
the normal Idolmaster figures yet? Didn't they say they were doing those?
Twill.
Well,
No
come
one
on.
likes normal Idolmaster.
We gotta get through 12 of those, and then we'll finally get a Roots Crew.
I bet she'll be Wonder Festival exclusive. Maybe.
It's okay.
If people like
It's
her
okay.
enough.
Get cheap shipping.
right, so... I'm over here and I'm just like, I don't know anything about Idolmaster. Man. Okay, so, man, more Good Smile stuff. Good Smile podcast. Every once in a while we have, like, a podcast that's dominated by Good Smile items.
Yeah. They just put out so much.
Doesn't help that they have
stuff.
lots of sub-companies.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, it's a Nendoroid, and it is Charlotte and Mommy from Madoka Magica. This is actually kind of cute. I have not watched any Madoka at all.
Oh my
and
god,
I
and that drives me crazy.
Fucking
Good
nuts.
on you, Zero. Good on you.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's kind of one of those, I don't know, those fan base things. I mean, maybe not even the fan base, just like on Tumblr, I'll see so many updates just that have to do with Madoka, and I'll be like, I'm inundated by it. Maybe I don't want to watch it, or
Well,
I don't know.
It's hard to watch those. It's hard to watch a really popular show after they've been popular because it doesn't feel fun.
Right? Yeah. No, I know.
It's just
I know
like
what you
I'm
mean.
watching this so everyone else can make their references at me.
It's like, yeah, I'm watching this to gain a comprehensive understanding of all these jokes, but beyond that, like, I'd like somebody to watch it with. I don't know. But either way,
at PAX, we're not gonna sleep. I'm gonna stay up all night and watch the whole series.
we have a lot of stuff to do at PAX.
It only takes you like 4 hours. Come on.
So
man.
I got to see the new movie Rebellion in theaters out here in Seattle, and it was something. It was an experience. I'm not sure if I'm completely happy with it. It was really weird.
Have you been to see like a feature-length anime movie of any kind in the theaters before?
I had seen the first Madoka movie, and then I had seen some like normal movies, like Arietta.
Okay.
I think I saw it in theaters. So I don't know. We will not get into it in this podcast, of course. Maybe when we do our first mini podcast, we can talk about all the movie references we are making now.
Right.
Right. The Nendo is pretty much from the movie because of the little buddy that she has, who is super cute and I absolutely adore, and I just want that. But as for the Nendo, I don't know. I think it's kind of a lame Wonder Festival exclusive.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, for an exclusive, totally.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I
And
mean,
so,
it's the third or fourth. Like, is this the last one? Did they do a Sayaka yet in the school uniform body?
they all blend
know,
together.
Yeah, it's just
But
don't give me
she
school uniform
comes,
versions.
she comes with some really cute things. Like, I like the hands that point out, and she has the soul gem. That's really cute. She also comes with the table that she has in her room, and some tea, which is, of course, very mommy. And I like her smiling face. It's super, super, super adorable. It absolutely kills me. I love it.
That soul gem actually is kind of cute.
Yeah,
Just
it
saying.
is. Like, many things of cool things are adorable in general.
God, I just love stuff that's small.
Oh, I do. I don't know. It's like the doll collector in me. Miniatures are so goddamn adorable. Everything can be miniature. Like, I have a little miniature giraffe on my desk, which those who are watching the stream can see, and it's very cute, and it fits my palm.
Awesome. Wow. Yeah, so, what do we have next? Unless there's anything else.
No, it's...
Anything else?
I don't know,
Nope.
it's mommy in a uniform, and that's
Straight
it, and
up.
it's absolutely...
Agreed.
It is. It is. It is.
I have a few things to say about the next one.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So
I have like one thing to say about him.
yeah, I guess it's only really one thing. It just kind of sticks out in my mind. Either way, it's from Shingeki no Kyojin. It's Armin. Let's see here. Figma version. And yeah, Armin. Okay, so I was really surprised that this character was popular at all.
Yeah.
I'm not... Once again, like when I say stuff like this, I'm never trashing the people who like it. I'm
definitely.
only saying that I'm surprised that people like this character. Just because, I mean, yeah, I guess he kind of appeals to the average person.
Dork.
Yeah, he's kind of a dork.
Dork.
Yeah. It's just like I don't know very much about him. Maybe it's because I haven't read the manga. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe he's better fleshed out there, but in the anime he was just like, oh, I hate fighting titans, and then he just kind of blended into the background for 99% of the series.
I agree with you completely on that. Yeah, no, he I don't know anything about what he is other than like when he was introduced in the first episode, and then that one episode where he came up with the idea to shoot all the titans in the face when they went down on the elevator. Like that was kind of cool. But Armin, what do you want?
I think that's part of the charm of him, that he's so, he's a dork and people love that.
That could be.
That's it. I mean, everyone else is really cool, and then you have Armin.
Yeah. I think everyone else is a badass, and his badass ability is that he can figure out a pretty crappy plan. Let's go down and shoot the titans in the face and hope they don't eat us.
He's good at he's good at strategizing, and I guess the end of this first season of the show kind of wouldn't have happened if it weren't for him. So there is that. But either way, about the Figma specifically, I mean, we've seen SNK figures come out before.
Oh my god!
I've said it before. I like them. Like they're very detailed, but it's the same figure with a different head.
Same thing over and over. Yeah, we did a mini episode where before any of this was announced, and we had prototypes. We were like, yeah, they're gonna be really cool, but we're just gonna see the same thing over and over. Yeah. You might as well just sell their heads separately.
I was thinking
too. They wouldn't make half as much money if they did it like that.
That's true, because...
Are they actually different heights? Are you sure it's literally not the exact same sculpt over and over and over again?
We'll have to see them all together. So I just...
Yeah. I'll be interested to see that too.
We don't have a lot that's unique to this one Figma, because we all really, really love the gear. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks amazing in any scale. It's so goddamn cool.
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
And then
one thing about
Armin's head.
It's like, his hair's boring, two of his faces are boring, but I do like his despair face, just because I don't like Armin very much.
Oh boy. Yep.
I'm a nice person and people say nice things about me.
But it will be really interesting to see people who do get the whole set, because the characters come with such unusual expressions. Because all of them have come with a crazy face. And Armin has
that's fitting for the setting.
Yeah, definitely. Armin has the worried, scared face, and then he has a crazy yelling face, which...
Oh my god.
I kind of love. It's so ridiculous. Imagine that faceplate on other Figmas. Any Figma.
I'll put that on my our Dorothy Figma from Big O, and we'll see how that goes. The only Figma I have.
Actually, now
I'm
looking at Anzu and I'm just imagining. Oh god.
Yeah. No, since I moved, I haven't taken out like any of my posable things. Going back to that real quick, just because I don't want to set them all back up again. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm actually the same. I just got my display set up, and I don't want to put all my figures and dolls on it just yet.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
I don't unbox them anymore because I don't know. I'm just like, it would be too much work to put these on a stand. I'll just have their boxes lining the back of my shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Hear that?
I still like Figmas, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to
definitely.
get more skillful at photographing them.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. I agree with you. How do you know it's going to be a good pose and it's only looks good at that angle and man. But yeah, so that's Figma Armin. Okay. So we have a couple
is a head on a body that we like.
Yep. So 2 from Kantai Collection. They are, let's see, MIDI Chews from Fat Company. There's Tatsuta and Tenryu. And Kantai Collection is something I still need to play, so...
Boat girls!
Boat girls!
Yeah, boat girls, seriously.
Yep. That's more or less all you need to know as a gameplay is...
Yeah.
It's not... It's just... You're playing it for the girls.
I've tried to sign up for an account, but it was too much effort. It's like you gotta log in at the right time. You gotta have a proxy set up, and it's more than one step. Too much work.
It doesn't.
These two are. Yeah, these two are pretty cute. They're light cruisers, according to this one card I found of the purple-haired one. Wait, they're both got purple hair. The one without the eye patch. She's pretty cute. I'm like,
these two are actually my favorite in the game.
They look kind of futuristic. Am I wrong to think that?
Yeah, I like their side.
Oh, great.
Side halo. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. As someone who likes the MIDI, Mega, Mini, whatever, true range, they look cute, but I don't know the characters enough to want to buy them.
Right.
Especially not at 2,000 yen each.
Yeah, I'm surprised that these are an exclusive. So everything but Mami Nendo we have seen before, which is really unusual for Wonder Festival exclusives because they're usually like, oh, here's a website, here's all of the new items that you can buy, and they're really, really cool. But this year, only the Mami Nendo was new, and then everything else we didn't know was going to be an exclusive, except for the Armin Figma, but we didn't know when he was first announced.
Right.
Which is kind of bullshit, I think.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bullshit.
And these, we saw art for them a long time ago now. And, there are a lot of other characters. So, we thought, oh yeah, it's gonna be a box. And then it was not a box. And they made these two who are, in my opinion, besides, the...
Shimikaze.
Yes, thank you. Are the best characters in the game. The best designs. Like, exclusive.
So, is there any with glasses?
Yeah, there are. I will link you later.
Awesome.
But I might link you fan art because
Maybe
the original art for most of the cards is really, really bad. Which is why I won't play it.
That always happens. I don't get it. It happens a lot of the time.
You're gonna make us say...
Cinderella Girls art is absolutely fucking amazing every single time, and it is just so
I don't know, the standard
pretty.
cards are pretty boring. But the rare cards are pretty.
Exceptions, yes. Okay, there are some exceptions. I guess you're right. I won't make you go on an Idolmaster.
And Bahamut art is amazing pretty much every time.
Yeah, we have something for that coming up too, which is going to be sweet.
Foreshadowing.
Oh yeah.
It's more like just tell them what we're going to talk about.
So let's bang out these pajamas. Nendoroid PJs. What do you think?
Bullshit.
It's pretty boring.
700.
I like that they're using the thingamajigger. I've seen the show.
Milky
Milky
Hope.
Hope's got
Yeah.
because they are those colors.
Yep.
And it's really appropriate for them, but in general, they're incredibly boring.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's great that they're making Nendo accessories because the fans have been wanting that forever. But making these a Wonder Festival exclusive and one that you cannot order online is pretty terrible.
That's a big mistake.
I know that it is online. That's wow. I guess it makes sense.
So I'm not sure if they're doing like a second release in normal stores, which would make sense because they've been teasing them for a long time. But again, it's another example of Gizmo companies showing off things and then being like, surprise, and it's an exclusive.
It's surprising because if they're not going to be sold elsewhere, there are only 204 boxes, which is presumably a set.
I would be really, really surprised if they don't sell elsewhere because it makes no sense.
No, it's like they're so simple. Take these things, make you can make these to order if you wanted to. Just crank them out, take pre-orders online. Then everybody who wants these PJs gets them, and you can move on. Like, why are you dragging it out?
And they're doing it in little blind boxes. So I mean, just put a box out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's true sculpts and 5 colors.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is the same true sculpts.
Yeah,
recolored.
It sure as hell is.
This would be so cheap for them to produce. They would probably be making
like hand over
600 yen each.
Yep.
But maybe it's just a test. If they don't sell them in store, maybe this Wonder Festival is a test and they'll go on to do more in the future. But I mean, they're doing the accessory packs. It's like the moon and the stars that you can put in the little bees, and I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see, like we say so often.
So when you look at it that way too, if these are kind of just a test, and then all of a sudden they start making an assload of different types of Nendo accessories that are cheap,
they have some others actually.
They do. I have seen some.
Yeah, like the maid outfit.
Yeah. But my point is, these would become like highly sought after because they were so limited in the first place. So I don't know, maybe you guys should buy one and then just sit on it, never open it. Like I don't know. I'm not that kind of collector, but just sort of observing. I
don't think they'd jump up that high, but
I don't think they would. But
like they're boring. But I think everything's boring.
We are not a Nendo podcast, so we are a little bit biased.
I'm not biased.
Outfit bodies for Figmas? Holy shit. If I could put my Rin in a maid outfit, I'd be so happy.
I already have a maid body, but if I had more, that'd be pretty cool. And ones with like long dresses. Instead of like stupid short skirts.
Get on it, Figmas.
Yeah. Jeez, Max Factory. Get with the program.
Yeah, so let's get to some scaled figures.
Yeah, some not Wonder Festival items.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. This one I know I'm going to like talking about. We have the Amazon from Dragon's Crown that Mega House is putting out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I haven't pre-ordered it. I'm so on the fence because I'm still waiting for that Orchid Seed sorceress, but she looks really, really good. The axe is incredible. The face, I love the expression on the face. I think the hair looks awesome. She looks like she does in the game. Honestly, she looks true to the art.
She's even compared to the elf from Mega House, which also looks really close. This is almost lifted out of the game. It's so like, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Amazon's design. It doesn't interest me that much. It's a metal bikini and legs that are bigger than my head, and they're slightly terrifying. That it's cool, but like just the quality of this figure is so good.
Yeah.
I've said before, I absolutely love her face. I love that style of eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like really, really sultry eyes, and with her whole really, really muscular body, it's just, I don't know, it does something for me, I have to admit.
it's a very nice juxtaposition of facial expression and just like how she actually is in the game, and she just has this like this calm, cool, and collected expression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's not even really concerned about what's about to happen when she cuts
you
something
kind
in
of
half.
have to have that, given that like she's not exactly armored.
Oh yeah, totally.
She's just like, well, let's get this over with.
Yeah. So I like it. I like it when things go for expressions you don't always see on scaled figures. I feel like a lot of the time you just get a figure that's like, hey, with like a happy face, and that's it. But I like it when they venture outside the norm, and this is one of those situations for me. So, no, crazy about it.
My only problem is that I think she only looks good from one angle. Otherwise, her body is a little distorted. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a huge problem with the in-game model. But when it's in-game, you only see it from one angle, so you don't think about the rest of it. And here, the body, if you look at it from, I guess you could say boobs on, like boobs are straight in front of you.
Yep.
Her waist is really, really weird. It's just, it's not meant to look like that, and it's not appealing to look at. It's weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's tough.
Like that's the point of rotation, but it's the sort of thing you can get away with in drawings because you can exaggerate the proportions for each angle.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, how are you twisting like that?
Oh yeah, totally. There's a reason why her character design only works in the art style that Dragon's Crown is in. You know what I mean? If it were actually like 3D models, it would be much more peculiar, I feel like. But yeah, like you were saying, Twilla, with sprites, they have the benefit of just being able to portray it how they want to, depending on what the character's doing. So, yeah.
So
agreed.
As a figure, I wouldn't get her. I would probably get Mega House's elf because she looks spot on and looks great from every angle. But here, it kind of looks like really, really twisted and odd from different angles, and I wouldn't be able to deal with that if I saw her in person, like on a shelf. She's also a bit skinnier than she is in game, which is strange.
Yeah.
Her body is just so twisted on this figure. And I mean, it's obviously not a realistic body in game for the sprite. I don't know, it just bugs me. Like, I love her face from the main angle that you see her, which is where she's looking off to the side and the hammer is kind of flat and facing you. It looks fine. I don't mind it. I think it looks pretty cool. The painting and everything is cool, but every other angle really bothers me.
Yeah. So I think the consensus here is that awesome head, incredible. She looks great from, I would say at one or two angles. I'd give it that much.
I think she looks amazing from the side. Like, whew, that is some beauty happening.
Right. And I feel like she's still going to be highly sought after, even despite that, because I mean, figures that are based off of George Kamatani's art always are. But yeah, I mean, if you get it, more power to you. It's going to be a cool addition to your collection. It's just, from certain angles, it might be a little iffy. Who knows? We'll have to see some more user photos, but I feel like these
Put her in a shelf that is next to a wall.
This is the kind of figure that's a perfect candidate for putting it on a shelf that has a mirror behind it. Just saying. That way you get to fully enjoy it. I just calls them as I sees them, okay? Get off my back. All right, so we have another one. This is Cerberus from Shingeki no Bahamut, from Max Factory, of course, and we have been talking about, I believe, Dark Angel Olivia. She's from the same series.
Yep.
So we see another entry into that same series here. Man, this is a very interesting figure, especially considering I don't know the context. What are these dogs?
So Cerberus in mythology is a three-headed dog.
Yeah,
right.
So they're her other heads.
Oh god.
I guess.
So
I don't really know.
Rage of Bahamut, all the characters are like mystical, magical beings. Of course, like this, and then you have the Dark Angel Olivia, and just things like that. And so this is based off a card art, and she's one of the really, 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 really popular characters. I would say she's one of the kind of like poster characters, along with Dark Angel Olivia. I did play this for a few months actually. I didn't get her card, but I got Olivia's card, and I was so happy. So it's just another card game. You try to collect these cards, and you fight other people and do special events, things like that. Not a whole lot going on. But like Tool said, she's a three-headed dog, and then the dogs are on her hands, and
I mean, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
I must admit, when I first saw this, I didn't actually like. My first thought was it was from Terra or something like that, because she looks like the ears are exactly the same, and it's just.
And the armor is like.
I mean, she's got too much chest. But apart from that, she's pretty accurate for the game. I guess she's got a little bit of a cruel-looking face than you'd get on an Ellen, but
well, they have the Dark Ellen coming out, so might fit that.
I don't know. Don't pay that much attention to the game. But yeah, she's cute. Do I like her enough to drop 1,300 yen on her?
I think she's a
That's
bit overpriced. She's now that I see the colored prototype, I feel a little underwhelmed. But I think that's mostly because we saw Dark Angel Olivia before, and she was like, "Holy shit! Here is a figure. Anyone collect this figure, even if you aren't familiar with the series."
I think they kind of revealed their best one a little too early.
What?
You know?
Dog hands? What?
Dog hands. I know,
and
right?
half of the people won't get it.
Yep.
That makes me really sad. But then again, the other day I heard someone talking about how they thought Minotaur was from RuneScape, not from mythology, and I weeped humanity.
Yeah, so dog hands notwithstanding, from an outsider perspective, I think this is actually a really good sculpt. I like it a lot. I like the detail on all of it. I like the colors. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, those dog hands, man, they throw me right off. And it's like you said, yeah, Dark Angel Olivia, much more accessible to people who are not necessarily fans or just don't know about it. Yeah, no, I feel like they revealed their best one a little too early in the game. Yeah. Maybe they should have done dog hands first. I don't know.
Well, the Dark Angel Olivia was by Kotobukiya, so I'm sure they were like, "Oh, we have to put this out first."
Yeah, and it's all like it's a race to get the licenses when these things come out too, and it's like you don't know what's going to be popular. You just sort of have to go with your gut. I've learned. So
yeah,
I don't think she's bad. I think the colors are really, really great. Especially on the back tail clothing. I'm not really sure what you would call it. But behind her, the fabric's there.
Wispy shit.
Her thigh-high boots are really cool because the bottom is a darker color, and then she has the little spiky thigh-highs. In general, it kind of reminds me of a Lineage figure, and I would say I like the Lineage elves a bit more than this. But if you go close up on the dog hands, adorable. Absolutely adorable. They're really cute.
They're very cute. That is true.
Wow. Yeah, no, that one threw me off, I will admit it.
Actually, before we move on, another pretty good butt. Just...
Oh yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, you know what?
Keeping this theme running through.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah. Just get a thread, pull it through.
Yeah, so we're looking at potentially June for this one, and yeah, could be kind of cool. So our last one on the list is the Kotobukiya Cammy Cammy's from Street Fighter, of course, and she's looking at potentially coming out in July at not as much as I would have expected, just about 6,000 yen.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's actually pretty cheap.
Pretty reasonable.
Yeah, in this time, that's pretty good.
Yeah, totally. And of course, she's being sort of promoted alongside the Chun-Li, I think, that we've seen recently.
And
so
we talked about on a previous episode.
Yep, we have.
I don't mean, like, Bishoujo figures don't fluctuate in price much, which is a good thing if you like the what's his name's art, I suppose. Yeah. So yeah, the first thing I noticed was that she also has a butt, so that way I can mention it. But all of the figures, everyone has butts.
Amazing butt. And her
it's
armpits,
Cammy. What do you expect?
For those who like armpits, they are there, and they are very nice.
Yeah.
Like,
I know Rimu armpits, but hey, whatever works.
That's true. I think she looks really, really amazing. I think she looks better than Chun-Li, to be honest.
Yeah?
It actually didn't cross my mind that it was his artwork for some reason.
Yeah, I must admit, I didn't think about it. I would have put it in the show notes, except I just was reading it now, and I was like, oh, it's him.
Yeah, because
I should have seen that coming. But
it looks so good for the character.
It doesn't have his face.
Mm-hmm. It's a much
have a really
better face. Oh my god. I mean, you can see hints of it, but it's so figure-friendly, you could say.
I think we've seen Shunya's artwork kind of evolve over time, too. Like, I feel like he's gotten away from the same sort of expression you'd see on almost every figure based on his art. And it's sort of just kind of... I don't know, I feel like he's kind of branched out. Because I have one of the very first that at least I remember was the Creators Lab Ray I have over here, and that's the only one I have of his. But it's just interesting to see how it's all developed. But I want to see the Jury that's going to come out, because I liked Jury a lot. I mean, she was new to as of Street Fighter 4, and she was a pretty fun character. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'll buy it anyway. Let's just put that out there. But at least I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like.
Right? Yeah. That would be pretty cool.
Yep.
I'm actually really impressed by this figure, because when we talked about Chun-Li, it's kind of 50-50. Some parts were good, some parts were not so great. But this all around, I think, is an amazing figure.
Yeah.
And Chun-Li was my girl. That is who I played every single time. And looking back, it's like, how did I not realize that I liked girls before?
So, as we always mention too, and I when we notice it, these are of course are still promotional images, so it's still sort of a work in progress. You will notice on some of these shots that where the hips meet her leotard, I guess, it doesn't quite match up. So you can sort of see those seam lines a bit, right. But so I'm mentioning it only really for people who are listening that may not know. We do see that change sometimes, where that will not be as prominent in the final product.
Right? Yeah, definitely. It's something that
they're not
have to consider.
Yeah.
Like these seams probably won't be as bad, and then the painting probably won't be as good.
Yeah.
And then the base, of course. So I'm curious what kind of base she'll come with. I assume it'll just be that round, clear circle with her character art on it, because here's a huge black box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I like about this, just as we were talking about how the Amazon's torso's twisting and it looks really weird, here it looks much less weird.
Yeah, it looks natural, and holy shit, I just wanted to mention, her hip bones are amazing. Oh my god, they're just... I love it.
It's all very well sculpted,
It looks so good. And you have the muscles poking out in her thighs, and it's really, really good. Yep.
Oh yeah, no, the sculptor's just understanding of human anatomy definitely comes out in this. even more so from like its original form as the art. You know what I mean? It's
it
still
helps,
taken that much further.
Yeah, it helps that Cammy, as far as Street Fighter characters go, is fairly
Simple
not
looking,
exaggerated in her physique. I mean, like, you know, I'm looking at Chun-Li again because we were talking about that, and just like thighs as big as the moon.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I know.
I mean, that's Chun-Li. You can't have a Chun-Li without thighs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it makes Cammy look really normal. It's just like, you skip leg day, huh? Oh, man.
Cool.
But yeah, she looks amazing. To be honest, on this podcast, I think she looks the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably be happy saying that.
Yep. Yeah, I guess I can agree. I can agree with that. I mean, I still... man, the Amazon's head, it really does it for me. But
yeah, it does it for me too. I love that. It's kind of bedroom eyes almost. You could say.
Yeah, right.
Just,
definitely.
It's so sultry. Oh,
yep.
It's killing me.
So, oh man, but yeah, no, that's that. We've reached the end of our list. So,
yay!
Good. First live broadcast, I guess.
Whew, that was really.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah,
Wow,
once we got
easy.
into it, it was much more comfortable.
Totally.
I think it helped that while the list was imposing, none of the items were that interesting. And it's like, almond, boring.
Hopefully
Kantai Collection,
next month,
pretty boring.
when I go, I guess I could say, on a rant about the new Loli native figure. It will either be really, really good or really bad.
Yeah.
So, look forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. What else? Was there anything else that we wanted to say before we round this this episode off? Do we want to talk about video games at all?
Super lovely artwork for the podcast.
I know. Oh man, so good. And it's linked in like I think every post that I put the album art up. You can find her Tumblr if you want to check out her art and maybe do some sweet commissions. You know, this is a plug, an obvious plug. Her commissions are actually pretty cheap. She has been doing this chibi style art, but she does have experience, you know, in other I guess mediums you could say. So yeah, check out her art if you're interested. Shoot her a commission. We've been seeing a lot of people commission her for Pokemon trainers and one Pokemon each. So that's been kind of a trend lately. Yeah. So